I welcome all the guests and participants of the split to this morning Maitri Milan session. Every morning we meet here to chant 18 verses selected from Bhagavad Gita. These 18 verses depict one of the four main streams of yoga: Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. Jnana Yoga is the path of intellect. बुद्धि को उपयोग करते हुए बुद्धि के मूल स्तर पर पहुंचना एक ज्ञान योग है. In Raja Yoga, we use our willpower, इच्छा शक्ति, to go to the very source of all thoughts. Chitta vritti nirodha, as Patanjali talked about. Bhakti Yoga is the path of emotions. अपने भावनाओं के ऊपर कैसा संपूर्ण नियंत्रण पाना, ये भक्ति योग का विशेष है. All these have to be ultimately brought to our action, Karma Yoga, to convert every action into a yoga. जो भी काम करते हैं सबको योग में परिवर्तन करना. ये बहुत विचित्र लगता है. कैसा ये हो सकता है? खाना पीना बैठना चलना फिरना सब कुछ योग हो सकता है क्या? हम समझते हैं कि आसन करना, प्राणायाम करना, मुद्रा, बंधा, क्रिया, ध्यान करना, ये सब योग हो सकता है. परंतु कृष्ण भगवान बोल रहे हैं नहीं, हर एक काम जो करते हैं सबको योग में परिवर्तन कर सकते हैं. ये है कर्मयोग विषय. Now we come to Bhakti Yoga. The 18 verses we chanted are related to Bhakti Yoga. Great contribution of Swami Vivekananda is that he said all these are paths to the same goal. That goal is moksha. Moksha is absolute freedom. Even Bhakti Yoga can lead to the same. Earlier people thought everything has to go to Jnana Yoga, then only you can reach the ultimate. Sarvam Jnane Parisamaapyate. पहले सोचते थे जो भी करते हैं सब ज्ञान योग में ही परिवर्तित होता है, उसके बाद से ही उसके द्वारा ही मोक्ष पा सकते हैं, ऐसा बोलते थे. परंतु स्वामी विवेकानंद ने बताया हर एक मार्ग है. आप इधर से दिल्ली जाना है तो सीधा नागपुर की ओर जा सकते हैं, या तो चेन्नई के द्वारा जा सकते हैं, या तो मुंबई के द्वारा जा सकते हैं. अलग अलग रास्ताएं हैं, परंतु जाना अंतिम लक्ष्य एक ही है. ये लक्ष्य क्या है? ये मोक्ष बताया जाता है. संपूर्ण स्वातंत्र्य का स्थान है. पतंजलि ने उसको बताया हमारा मूल स्वरूप है. तदा दृष्टु स्वरूप अवस्थानम बताया. तो हमारा मूल स्वरूप क्या है? ये मूल स्वरूप अति शक्ति का सागर है, समस्त ज्ञान भांडार है, संपूर्ण आनंद का स्थान है और संपूर्ण स्वातंत्र्य का स्थान है. यह हमारा मूल स्वरूप है. The goal is something very unbelievable. Infinite bliss, infinite knowledge, infinite power, infinite freedom. That's our original state. So Vivekananda said each soul is potentially divine. Everyone has a tremendous power, tremendous bliss, knowledge, freedom. But why we are not perceiving it? Because a lot of impurity. The impurities have to be purified. Then the whole power is going to manifest. The sun is there, a lot of clouds are there. Therefore, sun is not shining outside. So, whole of yoga is to purify. Purify the body, purify the mind, purify the emotion, purify the intellect. The four paths. In Bhakti Yoga, we have to purify the emotions. भावनाओं के ऊपर संपूर्ण स्वामित्व पाना भक्ति योग का लक्ष्य है. कुछ लोग समझते हैं कि हम देव मंदिर में चले जाएंगे, भक्ति योग हो गया, उधर प्रसाद लेंगे, कुछ उधर पूजा करेंगे, हो गया. और कुछ लोग समझते हैं कि चर्च में जाना है, मास में जाना है, वही हमारा भक्ति योग सोचते हैं। परंतु कृष्ण भगवान यह बहुत अच्छे ढंग से बता रहे हैं, एक आदमी देव देवताओं के ऊपर कुछ भी विश्वास भी नहीं है, उसको मंदिर में नहीं जाता है, फिर भी ये महाभक्त हो सकता है। एक ऐसा यही 12वां अध्याय में बताया है। भावनाओं के ऊपर संपूर्ण स्वातंत्र पाना, यह है इसका लक्ष्य। Unfortunately, the whole of our education system, there is no component to deal with our emotions. We don't know how to gain mastery over the emotions. Recently, I was in Australia. We had a wonderful conference on yoga for mental health. In Sydney, 2 days conference. In Melbourne, 2 conference. The biggest challenge is the depression among the teenagers. 36% of the teenagers in Australia are suffering from depression. In an age where they should be bubbling with joy, enthusiasm, energy, vitality, dynamism, they all become so depressed. What a concern. And with all the development in science, with all the tremendous achievements of modern technology and the psychiatric developments, we have no solution. They come to pass, this cannot be cured. Why? We don't know the secret of handling the emotions and how to gain mastery over the emotions. And that is the component that Bhakti Yoga gives us. So what is that secret Krishna Bhagavan gives? In these 18 verses, ये 18 श्लोकों में इसका संपूर्ण ज्ञान भंडार कृष्ण भगवान ने हमको दिया, बहुत वैज्ञानिक ढंग से उसने दिया। First of all, you must recognize what is our good, what are our bad qualities. He called it as Asuri Sampat and Daivi Sampat. We are all combination of these two. Every one of us have wonderful good qualities and all of us have some bad qualities also. So first find out what are the two things. Recognition is half the solution. अपने अंदर का जो आसुरी गुण है, दैवी गुण है, उसको पहले पहचानना। ये कृष्ण भगवान बोल रहे हैं। सब लोगों में दोनों है, कुछ लोगों में दैवी गुण अच्छा है, ज्यादा है, कुछ लोगों में आसुरी गुण ज्यादा है, तो उसको मापन भी कर सकते हैं कितना है। So what are those आसुरी गुण? काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य, 6 enemies of man. Anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, infatuation, arrogance. These are the ones which enslave us. These are the ones which torture us. These are the ones which pull us in the wrong directions. What are all those good qualities? Daivi Sampat, love, magnanimity, service, giving, control over the senses, magnanimity, peace, tranquility, all good qualities. And it is the power of the negative emotions that is responsible for all these challenges that we have today in the modern world. And that is called Duryodhana within us. What is Duryodhana within us? Duryodhana says, Janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi, Janami adharmam nachame nivrittihi. I know what is right, I don't do right things. I know what is wrong, I am drawn to do wrong things. That is where the problems start. So, that Duryodhana dimension is not just a epic character, it's a personality trait within us. आसुरी गुण का एक प्रतिरूप है दुर्योधन। वो जानता था सबको क्या करना क्या नहीं करना। यह बुद्धू नहीं है, यह मंदमती नहीं है, बहुत होशियार था, परंतु वो क्या होता था, अंदर उसका अंदर का अभिमान, अहंकार, दंभ, दर्प, अहंकार सब इतना ज्यादा था और उसका काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य भी इतना ज्यादा हो गया था, उससे वो प्रेरित होकर गलत काम ही करता था। यह हमारे अंदर का एक व्यक्तित्व विशेष है। तो यदि हम उसके ऊपर नियंत्रण पाएंगे तब हम ऊपर उठना शुरू हो जाता है। Okay, Krishna next tells us, why do you call this as good, why do you call it as bad? Daivi Sampad Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Asuri Maka. The next verse, he said. All those qualities which help you to raise higher and higher, to move towards freedom, to move towards moksha, to move towards that wonderful state of bliss, they are called the good qualities, Daivi Sampad. What are the bad qualities? That deteriorates you, brings down, enslaves you, makes you suffer from various diseases. Nibandhaya Asuri Mata. Asuri Sampad is full of nibandha. It enslaves us, it binds us, it makes us smaller and smaller and petty, limited. That is how you can say that this is good, this is bad. Having said that, what is the implication? Krishna says we are all endowed with these qualities and we all have the freedom to go this way or to go this way. Choose your own path. You want to bind yourself, you want to get unstable, you want to suffer, you want to suffer from diseases, you want to have cancer, you want to have other things, go this way, no problem. We as human beings have been given to go in the right direction also. Therefore he says, Uddharet Atmana Atmanam, na Atmanam Avasadaye. He said, use this freedom to develop yourself, move towards positive health, perfect health, towards ultimate, rather than come down and suffer from diseases, and ultimately suffer intensely to die. When we have a choice, why go this way? That's what Krishna said. अपने आप को ऊपर उठाने का प्रयत्न करना. हमारे अंदर स्वातंत्र है, इस तरफ भी जा सकते हैं, इधर भी जा सकते हैं, परंतु अंदर के स्वातंत्र को उपयोग करते हैं, सही रास्ता में जाओ, बता रहा है कृष्ण भगवान. आत्मना आत्मानम उद्धरे बताया. तो सुखी पड़ो, आनंद से रहने का जो विशेष है उसको करना, तंदुरुस्त को अच्छा बनाना, और यही सही रास्ता है, यही अपना भक्तियों का मार्ग बताया. Alright, how to do that? You have to convert your gross emotions into purified emotions. Wrong emotions you have to control, you have to reduce and develop the positive emotions. Therefore, we have to make a resolve, we have to make a sankalpa, we have to make a decision. Yes, I am going to increase my positive virtues day by day. What are those positive virtues? Condensed into three main aspects: dana, daya, dama. Dana is giving and giving and giving. Daya, compassion and love. Dama, control over the external senses. Bahirindriya nigraha damaha, as Shankaracharya puts it. So, what you should do? You go on giving and giving and giving. Consciously, every day, we should give. What do you give? You can give money, you can give clothes, you can give food. If nothing is there, doesn't matter. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, yome bhaktya prayachati. Give a leaf, give a cup of water, a flower, anything. Giving is important. How you give is also equally important. Give it at heart, give it an understanding. This giving is not to help others, it is to develop myself with that understanding. That is the bhakti dimension. Giving, 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 dana, dana. The जीवन में दाना इतना हो जाना, रोज कम से कम 5 अच्छा काम करना, कुछ देना. क्या दे सकते हैं? आपके पास पैसा नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, कुछ पुष्प दे दो, कुछ फल दे दो, नहीं तो एक पत्र दे दो, कृष्ण भगवान बोले, नहीं तो एक उधर पानी गिलास लेके उसको दे दो. कोई इधर जा रहे हैं, कुछ कष्ट हो रहा है, उसको थोड़ा मदद करो. किसी ढंग से आप दे सकते हैं. देने का स्वभाव बनाना, बच्चों से भी इसको कराना. बच्चों को हम सिखाना पड़ेगा, दे दो दे दो दे दो, देने का स्वभाव बनाना. और नियंत्रण करना, अपने इंद्रियों के ऊपर काबू रखना है. इसको दम बताया. तो दूसरों को देने के लिए अपना आवश्यकता को कम करते जाना. परंतु आज क्या हो रहा है? तो आधुनिक जीवन में हमारा आवश्यकता को ज्यादा बढ़ाएंगे. और हमारे पास बहुत अच्छा घर होना, वो बड़ा होना, उसमें सब सुविधाएं होना है, ज्यादा 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 होना है, और महीने में हमारा खर्चा ज्यादा ज्यादा हो रहा है, गलत है। इसको ऑपोजिट में लेना, आपको कम कम चाहिए, दूसरों को ज्यादा देना और अपने के लिए कम। जीवने यावत् आदानम स्यात् प्रदानम ततोधिकम, पता है। Can we move in this direction of less and less requirement for ourselves and giving more and more to others? Then we are on the right path of bhakti. He says, dana, dhamma, daya, compassion, love, everywhere. And that is the process by which you convert your gross carnal love into the divine love. Prema. Prema is a beautiful word. Prema is featured by giving and giving and giving. No expectation of anything in return. In Kama, you give something, you expect something in return. I give you a party, expect that you also give me a party. If you don't give a party, you are no good. Our friendship breaks. Whereas in Prema, you go on giving and giving and giving. Every mother knows how she takes care of the child. Giving and giving and giving. Vatsalya bhava, Prema bhava. Imagine in society, all people are endowed and imbued with this Prema bhava. How wonderful will be the society. Everybody wanting giving, 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 giving. But today what has happened in the society? Everybody wanting more and more. Grabbing, grabbing, grabbing. Mujhe chahiye, aur bhi chahiye, aur bhi chahiye. Can we bring about this transformation? One single first step in Bhakti Yoga can transform the whole society into an ideal society. This is what India is known for. So Vivekananda says, Tyaga and Seva are the twin ideals of this nation. If India has to grow, channelize India in these two, and all the rest will take care of itself, he said. India will not be made building skyscrapers by developing and becoming an economic superpower or a defense superpower. You will not be making India. India will be made when we are able to bring in this Tyaga and Seva, sacrifice and service. And that is the first step in Bhakti Yoga. Then comes the second step, in which you not only give the material things to others, you start giving up your own preferences, likes and dislikes. Surrender. Surrender is to give up our ego, give up our preferences, likes and dislikes. And if there is a conflict between the institutional norms and my own norm, what is to be done? You have to surrender to the institution. Similarly, surrender to the nation. Our preference has to be given up in preference to the preference of the nation. This is surrender. Surrender is to give up the ego. Very difficult to give up the ego. Because we have a wrong notion that if I give up my ahankara, then what is going to happen to me? All my good qualities will go away. Wrong, totally. Swami Vivekananda says, surrender is expansion. That by surrendering your personality is going to expand. व्यक्तित्व विकास हो जाता है प्रकृति भाव में, शरणागति भाव में. अहंकार को मिटाना. अहंकार से हम बहुत संकुचित होते हैं, कम होते हैं और नीचे नीचे गिर जाते हैं. इसके बजाय ऊपर जाने के लिए क्या करना? अहंकार को छोड़ना पड़ेगा. तो surrender is the feature of bhakti, in bhakti. And culmination of bhakti is sakshatkar. Seeing God in flesh and blood. This is what Sri Ramakrishna established. And she was able to see Mother Kali in flesh and blood. By giving up even the last attachment to life. That is the key essence for sakshatkar. And above sakshatkar is parabhakti, and ultimately you reach the moksha itself. This is the whole spectrum of Bhakti Yoga brought out in the 18 verses that we chant. And we'll take up this shloka by shloka from tomorrow to understand each shloka. Come to Namaskara Mudra. Eyes closed. और ध्यान करेंगे. सीधा बैठिए आराम से आंख बंद करके. Relax all parts of the body. Beautiful smile on the face. Take a deep breath. Slowly breathe out. Scan your lives. How much of Asuri Sampat, how much of Daivi Sampat we possess. अपने अंदर कितना आसुरी गुण है, दैवी गुण कितना है, उसको देखना अंदर। दैवी गुण को बढ़ाने का एक संकल्प लेना, रोज 5 अच्छा काम करूंगी, ऐसा निश्चय करना, देना। Make a resolve to develop our positive virtues, that we are going to do 5 acts of good service to develop ourselves, to transform ourselves, to move towards higher levels of freedom, not to help others. Giver is more benefited than the receiver, as Swami Vivekananda has said. Giving become part of our life. Then the surrender, arrogance, ego, to be given up. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastane, he said. A person as he grows, he becomes full of humility. His arrogance goes down, ego comes down. He learns the art and science of expansion through surrender. Everything that we give is for the good of the society, and if you have faith in God, it is all for the God. You take that. अपने आप को समर्पण करना, देश के लिए, भगवान के लिए और अपने मोक्ष प्राप्ति के लिए प्रपत्ति भाव, शरणागति भाव, समर्पणा भाव अति आवश्यक है अहंकार को मिटाने के लिए। यही रास्ता है, तीर्थ यात्रा है, अंदर के परिवर्तन का रास्ता भक्ति योग में। This real pilgrimage, going to Kashi, Rameshwar, is all external, but the real pilgrimage is the transformation process from our animal level to become normal, great and superhuman beings by the process of surrender. Namaskar Mudra.